Hi, everyone. This is Cami Lewis, Sports Information Coordinator at Santa Ana College. And today I'm joined by Cole Hoskins, one of the best pitchers to come out of Santa Ana College in recent history. And this is the SAC Impact. Cole, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Cami. I appreciate it.
Yep. I want to jump right into it, Cole, and ask you, how you made that decision to come to Santa Ana College in the first place. And then, what was your experience like playing for Coach Nillis and the Santa Ana baseball program?
Well, when I was deciding to come to Santa Ana, I had a couple other JUCOs in the Orange Empire Conference looking at me, but I wanted somewhere where I felt the coaches were gonna, make an impact on me and give me that experience to go and play at the higher level. Division I is obviously where I wanted to end up, and I felt like I got that at Santa Ana. Coach Nillis came out and watched me my senior year, and sort of just watched throughout like my whole senior year. Went to a few games and liked me, so I ended up deciding to go there. Um, and I'm glad I did it. And then also, I knew George Corlejo before the pitching coach at SAC. I knew him before I even went to SAC. I played for him when I was 12, probably. So I mean, that helped a lot too. And I, I, I wouldn't have gone anywhere else if I could do it again. I'd go back to Santa Ana again.
Yeah, I know Tom does a great job of getting his guys out. I know he sends tons of guys out every year, and I know him and George prep their guys to play at a high level. And so you committed to Grand Canyon, played there junior year. It seemed like you went to another level, led them in appearances and saves. How are you able to transition so easily and have so much success coming out of Santa Ana?
I think it started with the way, George really emphasized catch play when I was at Santa Ana and just focusing a lot on my catch play every single day. And that kind of helped me, uh, you know, focus on hitting my spots better and getting a feel for my pitches a lot. And, after Santa Ana, it was really a smooth transition. It took me probably a month or two to feel like I can do this at this level for sure. And like, uh, the first couple weeks were a little rough, but then, you get used to the schedule and all that stuff, and it was pretty smooth after that. Especially with fielding and everything, like fielding your position. Santa Ana does a really good job at making sure their pitchers field their position well. We did PFPs like uh, 4 times a week, it seemed like. So I mean, they did a good job at doing that for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, that program we've transferred a whole bunch of guys, like I said, and your brother is one of them this year. He just finished up.
Mhm,
He committed to Cal State Northridge.
mhm.
Talk to me about what you would suggest for new guys coming in looking for a program at the community college level. Obviously, you've had that experience, your brother, and it's just like a family kind of program, and I feel like you guys have a lot of pride in that program. So talk to me about what you could suggest for or baseball players trying to come in and looking for a new program?
Yeah, so I mean, Kyle and I, we were all about the Dons. They gave us a opportunity to keep playing, and I think the biggest thing is you want somewhere where you're gonna connect with the coach as well, and uh, where you're gonna develop as a player, get time and that experience. That experience for me was probably the biggest thing in my career to help me keep playing. If I would have went to Division I out of high school, I don't think I would be nearly the pitcher I am today because I got that experience at Santa Ana. Because I mean, I want to say 30 innings my freshman year or something like that,
Yep.
40 maybe. So I mean, like I wouldn't have got that at Division I level my freshman year, and I think that was a big separator for me. And then going into GCU, it even helped me there too because um, a lot of the guys that were same age as me didn't have the innings that I had in games and like those pressure moments. Like we played in the playoffs my freshman year at Santa Ana, made it to super regionals, and just getting that experience was big for me as well. So you want to go somewhere where you're going to be competitive, have coaches that care about you, want the best for you, and I mean Santa Ana was a great place for that for me.
Yeah, you got a little overworked there, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so you have 2 great years at Santa Ana. You have a big year, your junior year at Grand Canyon, and this year you kind of had your season cut short. I know you've transferred since then. Talk to me about what's going on in your life, and what are your plans for the next 1 or 2 years?
Yeah, so COVID really put a whole, I don't know, they threw a wrench into everything for everybody, but me too. And so I couldn't, I finished my degree at Grand Canyon this last year, got my bachelor's in communications, and then uh, I couldn't go back to get my master's there because I couldn't afford it. So, I mean, put myself in the transfer portal, got an offer from Southeastern Louisiana, which is where I'm at right now, and I'm getting my master's here in organizational communication with the focus in public relations. And so my goals for the future are really I'd like to be director of communications for a pro sports team someday. Uh, doesn't really matter what sport, but uh, preferably baseball, of course. Yeah, and I mean, I just want to finish out my career on my own terms out here, and that was the goal from the beginning. And I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to come out here and do this. It's been a great experience out here so far, and I'm grateful I took it for sure.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's big time for you to, not only get your bachelor's, but now you're getting your master's. And I see a lot of people, and even though we're impacted by COVID, people are taking advantage of it. I think the last SAC Impact person that we had on, she's getting her master's as well. And, I'm seeing a lot of these people, take advantage of it. And so, I know you're going to do big things in the communication world. And, you're just on your way. And so, talk to me about what that impact of going to Santa Ana College in the first place did for you, and, how you would, do it again if you had to.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again for sure. Especially school wise too. Uh, Santa Ana, they gave me the choice. I really had the choice to make my own schedule there, plan it around my day with baseball and everything. So that was really nice. And then Coach Nillis is very hands on with the schedule, with the school and everything.
Yep.
He's right there with you, so he'll make sure you're succeeding as well. But I didn't have I had okay grades in high school. Like I had above a 3.0, but then I went to Santa Ana and I got even better grades there. And that really helped me out, especially with GCU, because I got academic money because of my grades at Santa Ana, and that honestly it saved my family a lot of money. It saved me a lot of money, and I have the opportunity to get my master's now because of it. I think, and so
Yep.
I mean that was huge for us. So I mean, if I didn't go to Santa Ana, I wouldn't have gotten academic money probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, I talked to you a little bit about your brother earlier, and I
mhm.
got to ask you the question. He's a great pitcher. I know you are. Um, family rivalry right there. Who's the better pitcher?
So that's tough. I mean we're both very competitive. We wanna we wanna help each other out as much as we can. We'll bounce questions off each other all the time, but I mean I can't pick one or the other. Honestly, we're different, but we're the same at the same time. We throw the same, but different personality, different uh,
Yeah.
competitive level. I think Kyle's more hard headed. I'm a little more laid back, but yeah,
Well, I have to ask your dad. He's at pretty much every game, so he would
he'll
know.
be there. He'll be there again still.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it was great talking to you, Cole. Congrats on all the success, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. And thanks for joining me again.
Yeah, thanks, Cammy. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Awesome.